Usha Vance says she found out about husband's VP pick just minutes before announcement. Usha Vance, the Second Lady of the United States, revealed that she had no clue that her husband, J.D. Vance, would be Donald Trump's vice presidential pick, and that she got to know about this just 5 minutes before it was made public. Usha Vance made the revelation during a candid interview on Meghan McCain's podcast, Citizen McCain, that aired on Thursday. During conversation, Usha opened up about the moment she entered the national political spotlight and the personal cost of it. US Second Lady was surprised when her husband was announced as a vice presidential pick by Trump. Describing the instant, Usha recalled, "It really felt like a bolt of lightning. You don't have an opportunity to think about it, or even to plan what it is that you'd like to do." The conversation mostly revolved around her identity, lifestyle, and quiet resistance to the new role she now inhabits. Daughter of Indian immigrants, she had previously kept a low political profile and built a legal career and served as a lawyer. Now, she finds herself navigating life under scrutiny, something she admitted isn't her ideal. "In my dream world, I'll be able to live in my home and continue my career," Usha said, adding, "If that happens in 4 years, I understand. If that happens at some other point in the future, I understand. I'm just sort of along for the ride and enjoying it." Striving to maintain some normalcy, Usha described herself as a millennial person living in the world, who prefers athleisure over formal wear, avoids hair appointments, and unwinds with Pilates and coffee. She brushed off questions about being the first South Asian woman in her position, saying, "Maybe we've just sort of moved beyond trying to count firsts. I'm not sure, except when older Indian people kind of give me that look," she further said. Acknowledging the complicated dynamics of public life, Usha mentioned that people now treat her differently, with admiration, discomfort, or even disdain. "People are socially distant from you in various ways," she said. "Either because they really just hate something about you, or because they're a little uncomfortable. Or maybe it's a sign of respect," she further said. She stated even her children are feeling the change. "They're hearing big concepts, like that there's a war between Ukraine and Russia," Vance said. "Kids on the playground around here talk about these sorts of things. They want to play games about current events," she further stated. Swipe left for next video. Although McCain avoided pressing Vance on controversial policies tied to the Trump 2.0 administration, the interview did touch on lighter moments, from her portrayal by Frida Pinto in Hillbilly Elegy to her protein intake as a Hindu vegetarian. In response, Vance reflected on her identity and authenticity. "What would I do if I were back in Cincinnati, living the life I had set out to live?" she said. "I would just try to be me and to feel like myself," she said. Latest blogs.